So this is going to be a little tour of my little project studio here at my home. We'll start with the jumbo 6-string Takamine and the custom wall 5-string right there, and this Takamine 12-string. The 12-string and my wall were the only survivors of the great fall of 2010, and all this other equipment is what I've acquired since 2013, 2014 rather. So the jumbo and the Gretsch I got in at the end of 2014, basically at the beginning of 2015, and I got this M-Audio Key Station Pro 88. I like it because of the real weighted key action. I have another one that broke, and I tried fussing with it, and it wasn't as simple as my old Oberheim, so I fucked it up, and I had to get this other M-Audio, and I had that temporarily, and it only has, it doesn't have weighted keys, and I was really frustrated with it. It played like a synth, which is fine if you're playing synth, but if you're playing piano type stuff, I like the weighted keys. So I got another one of these, and I got this one from actually the band Electronic Mushroom or Psychedelic Mushroom or something like that, and they gave it to me pretty cheap. I'm running it on an old 2012 MacBook Pro, and with 16 gigs of RAM. And I also just acquired this little Mac Mini that will be running this monitor to do all my videos. I have a Behringer little mixing board here, and all my audio, recording audio, is going into this Behringer audio interface. The M-Audio interface is going to be used for the video. This guy is a controller. Well, it's a MIDI USB thing for my computer to allow for this Behringer down here to control all my guitar wah-wahs and whatnot, and my volume, and virtual pedal box controllers and stuff like that. And there's my keyboard controllers, fan, a Behringer headphone mixer, and coming up to this old monitor, I've got some Yamahas for monitors. I am short on a subwoofer, and I intend to get one here probably this year. And at the end of last year, I got this wonderful little drum set. It's an Alesis. It's a DMX or DM10X mesh, and I looked really hard because I wanted something like the V drums, obviously, but I can't afford that. And this was in a decent range, and I looked around, and actually I think this model was kind of unique because it has more drums than normal, and it only cost $1,000. So it was really good, and the sounds on it are amazing. It makes life a lot simpler than having to mic drums and reset your drum sounds for different songs when you can just dial them in, and everything's controllable. And if you want to do things singularly on each individual channel, I mean, it could be a lot more of a headache than normal, but I just like the stereo outs, and it's a lot easier. You can just click onto it and shoot. I'm not rich. So this is basically my I don't know. I probably spent in the last 4 years probably about a grand a year in acquiring this stuff. And that's all I have. I have no amps. All my guitar tones and everything are through plugins. I have Guitar Rig. I have Amplitude. I have all of them through Waves and Contact and all that stuff. So we'll get more into it later. And of course I use this iPad here to control the either Logic or main stage if whatever I'm doing from the drums here. All right, so this is the last great American hippie signing off and giving you an idea of my little oasis and my studio. And you know what? In honor of a friend of mine that passed away shortly, let's close it out with this. Love you, Hugh. Sure do.